Louisiana Beer Reviews Special Edition KBC Kennebunkport Brewing Company IPA India Pale Ale Revisited. Best before April of 2016. Okay, we're in the freshness range. They got the relatively new KBC label with the blowing nautical flags. 6.1% alcohol. Nice, nice. Okay, so a New England beer, Portland, Maine. I guess I'll post this on NEBR, New England Beer Reviews. Although I did post the original one, I think. You just can never. Jeff Lyons, who runs that page on Facebook and has his own show on YouTube occasionally, New England Beer Reviews, he was saying, yeah, he was surprised that they even have twist caps, even though you can't twist these, but he was saying, that's kind of like a no-no these days in the craft beer world. Doesn't seem to bother Unibrow, though. Unibrew. Unibrew does the twist caps. When I had this originally, I wasn't too thrilled with it. There's a Shipyard Fuggles IPA. Now I think they just call it Shipyard IPA. I don't think it's the same as this, although it's similar. Now that is a pretty orange, or I would say amber appearance here at 4 p.m. It's about 65, 66 degrees. The sun is obscured by those trees. There's mosquitoes out here. It's pretty humid and cloudy. It was sunny for a little while. Amber, yeah, reddish, rust, copper, amber. I'm wearing my work clothes. I was cutting the grass. I edged the yard, and then I cut the grass and I was sweeping. So sometimes you're working, and I wasn't going to put on the beer review uniform. So this might be a good after mowing the lawn beer. First cut of the year. The grass grew a lot in December, which made sense since it was so warm. We haven't even hit 32 degrees yet as far as cold. That may be changing very soon. Okay, it definitely has that Fuggles hops, those earthy hops, those British style hops. And I know Jeff said all their beers use the Pride of Ringwood yeast, and I think that's, Ringwood yeast. The Pride of Ringwood hops are what Foster's uses from the 2 locations in Australia, excuse me. Ringwood yeast. A little caramel, a little fruitiness, so typically when I review beers, if I don't like them too much, the second go around I'll like them a little more and then they'll grow on me. And like John Sharon of Zone 1, he agreed with me. I said, really, to be fair with the beer, you have to drink it at least 5 times. This drinking it once and giving it a review, it's not really fair. And he said, I agree with that. But there's only so much time. You never get to anything, but I just wanted to bring that up. So, okay. $5.99 a 6-pack at Trader Joe's. Yeah, I'm thinking the IBU must be around 35 to 40. Probably like 38 IBU. You never find out because there's no real website for this. So, I mean, there's Trader Joe's, but that's just going to give you that fearless flyer and say, you can get this beer here. And they might have some commentary about, it's enjoyable. One of the options for my daughter was this beer, and she didn't bite on it. She does not like IPAs, and I was telling her this is a much milder one. Oh, no, she didn't want to do it. She doesn't like IPAs at all. She says they're nasty and they're bitter and they're gross. So, okay. But I think for someone maybe wanting to branch out a little bit, this would be a good introductory IPA because it's very mild. You get the breadiness, the fruitiness, like maybe some kind of apricot possibly. Get the earthy, hoppiness. There's bitterness now. There is bitterness. So to me, it's like, not really bitter, but they might a person that's not used to it might think it's really bitter. This is so bitter. A craft beer guy or gal is going to think, and some of them might say it's not, it's not bitter enough, and a lot of the craft beer people don't really, excuse me, understand the British origins of IPA and how they're supposed to be, according to the original understanding of it. So this would be more in line with what they originally were. The mouth feels medium. It's on the dry side. It's probably 3 out of 5 sugar cubes and 3.5 to 4 out of 5 hop cones, really. So I mean, it would be considered a bitter beer. I mean, I think once you're up 55 IBUs, you're going to be at 5 hop cones, and then up the ladder from there. I mean, obviously, it's going to be 5 out of 5, but it's going to be in that bitter area. The aroma's nice. I think, for a $5.99, a 6-pack IPA, you can't beat it. I think B+ is a fair score. You could argue A-, but I'll be conservative and maybe unfair to the beer and say B+. It's a very good beer. I am a fan of Shipyard beers. I always have been, and that's a Flashpoint brewery. Some people just hate Shipyard, and other people, like myself and Jeff and I believe Maria Devine, said she likes it. So it's one of those controversial craft beer companies, but hey, I'm glad I revisited it. I would recommend it, especially considering the price. It does have a lot of character. It does have some complexity to it. First go around you might not like it. Second go around you'll be like me and like it a lot more. It does have a little bit of that British what you call turned fruit. You will get that. It may not appeal to you. I like it in this case. So Les Bon Temps Roulé, a very good beer from New England, and I'm going to Maine specifically, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all come on down to warm today, southeastern Louisiana.